So this was the second greenhouse out of the three we've got.
We put this one up last year.
Yeah.
Because we needed more space.
took about a week.
Yes.
To put up.
It's a brand new greenhouse.
Yeah, it was brand new. Yeah. Whereas that one was already there, and the third one was second hand,
yes.
wasn't it? That we bought because it's so much cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
This one also has the same thermostat in it as the other one. Same heater. Turned down to 1.5 kilowatts, so it doesn't explode the electric. Yeah, after you.
Okay. I already know where I want to go. Look at that little beauty over there. But there's somebody's chilling over there.
Yeah.
His name's Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Yeah, he's having a sunbathe.
That's awesome. That's super sick. All right, guys. So yeah.
So we keep our favourite plants in here.
Okay. So can you mention the name of these plants, please?
So we've got astrophytums. We try and keep them in sections. Easier to pollinate, easier to look after, because where we have quite nice blooms on them, it's easier to cross over to get seeds. And then we go on to the Ariocarpus. They're my faves, aren't they? Not yours. Got some really nice.
Really?
Got some nice specimens. And then it's Cactus, only Geometricus, because. Yeah, just love them. And the cactus world recently has gone a bit crazy for Geometricus. Maybe it's the ball structure or something.
Yes,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
And then it's big mammillarias all on this bench.
So this big. So when we're talking about big, this big.
I think it's about 30 or 40 kilo, that plant. So
30 or 40 kilo.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
I wish to be like that.
But
look at these guys. These are beautiful. Look at that.
Little mound. That needs a repot.
Imagine these guys. So you guys just keep it growing your cactuses, and one day, small little flower is gonna bloom on it. So beautiful.
But the mammillaria right at the back.
Yeah.
The white one with the multiple heads. Oh, and that one there. So that is it's called dichotomous, and it's where it produces two heads off of the same stem. I wanted to pop that one upright, but it
it's too heavy.
Yeah.
It's too heavy as well.
Too heavy. Yeah, that one didn't want to sit upright because you've got to bear in mind they're full of water. They are full of water. You cut into them and it's just like gel inside. So.
I have a question for you. Can you tell me about this, because you mentioned some interesting fact about this little kid.
So this one, I bought it from a guy about a year ago. It's a miniature Cactus, and it's probably only grown, I think, probably just that head there and maybe that one there. And he already said that I think he'd had it between 10 and 15 years. So it's such a small plant. I mean, I know plants grow variably on water and feed and stuff, but that's how long he said he'd had it.
So you guys can see my finger over there just next to it, how small it is and how cute it is.
I haven't bothered taking it out of that's the pot that he sold it to me in, and I didn't want to take it. It's a nice...
So imagine you go into like their natural habitat and like to find it. Good luck.
Yeah, you'd probably step on a few. Anyway.
Oh yeah, like shh. Talk about what is in your hand.
So this is a Cactus tenuissima. It did have a little tiny flower on it, which is now gone, but it did have a bit of sunburn, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure that was my fault. No seed from it yet, although no seed in that. Because they bulge, these are just spent flowers, they will bulge at the bottom if they've got seed. I'm not sure if this is a miniature Cactus or not. I don't think so, but I think the common name for it is lizard skin. I think is this one.
Lizard skin, because of the
like scales,
the
isn't it?
scales,
sort of
right?
Yeah. Again, everything that I'm naming, it may not be factual correct, but we're in it for the love of the plant, so it doesn't matter.
Look, lizard man. I love that. It looks super cool. Yeah. So you guys can see literally the texture as well. Like, literally looks like a lizard skin, basically. But
I love the pups and the offsets, and it's
Yeah.
got a load more coming down the
Yeah,
bottom of where
yeah.
the sunburn happened. But sunburn happens, you know.
What do you think about the pots? So which one would you recommend for cactuses and for succulents? Terracotta pots or plastic?
So we're a bit lazy. We water everything at once, whether it's terracotta or, because where we've got over 4,000 individual plants, it's like, really, if I could, I'd like to bottom water every single one, which is where you sit them in the water rather than watering from the top. And I know somebody who does that. They go in the greenhouse, they do 10 a day, and that's so they only have to water, I think it's about 3 times a year, because it
Yeah.
gets such a good soak for that one, that, you know, for a couple of minutes that it's sat in the water.
So that's the type of method that you would recommend.
Yeah, if you can, yeah, that's really advised, and it must dry out in between waterings.
Must
It-
dry out.
yeah,
So what does that mean, to dry out?
So it needs to be, one thing that some people recommend is putting a wooden stick in, and if it
Yeah.
comes out and there's still soil stuck on it, that's not dry.
Yeah.
But it matters whether you're inside or out, because if you're outside in this greenhouse, how many degrees have we at?
I mean, I can tell you that it's quite hot.
Yeah.
So in a way that I'm literally sweating. Sorry about that. But yeah, so it's a perfect condition.
Yeah. So they do like it hot, but we've got the shading up, as you can see above our heads.
Yeah.
Because just to try and avoid the scorch, but as you can see from this Capia-Poa,
Oh, yeah.
scorch
Yeah.
happens even when you've got
Yeah.
the best shading you
Yeah.
can up.
Yeah.
But so inside you're going to be watering less, because it should be warmer inside. Well, if you've got your heating on and things like that, you should water. Heating is going to be watering more because it's going to dry out quicker. But out
yeah.
here, this is now hotter than in the house.
Exactly.
So we should be watering even more than in the house.
Yeah, but in the meantime, so the method that you mentioned, for example, that's a perfect method. So, for example, somebody who doesn't have like 200-300 cactuses, it's a perfect method just to soak them and then just leave them dry. What I would definitely suggest to, when they're trying to put a wooden stick in it, try to put it next to the plant, not into the plant, because in that case they can just stab the plant.
Yeah,
So just put it out there before it happens. Sorry. So just watch out with that. And yeah, obviously, like from my point of view, whenever I buy a new plant, I rather give them, and keep it inside, I rather give them a small amount of water,
Yeah.
but maybe every week,
Yeah.
and I'm constantly checking.
This is the other thing, is the smaller the plant, the more water it does need.
Yeah.
Although, like I've previously said, we are lazy gardeners and we just do everything at once.
I like lazy gardeners. That's a good name. Limited edition, lazygardeners.co.uk. All right. So before I show the guys, please tell me something about this. So what we're going to see right now.
So you're going to see 150-ish. Might be more, might be less. I only did a rough count, and that was a couple of weeks ago, and I might have bought another one since then. Lophophora. They're not. Some of them are in perfect condition, some of them aren't, but it's purely subject to whether you find a perfect plant beautiful or something that's been previously damaged. We've had spider mite, but I've also bought things that have already been hit with the spider mite, which is like a tiny little creature that leaves webs and sort of annihilates the whole look of the plant. So we've got a whole mix of some. There is no spider mite currently in the collection, but I like to buy them to make them, bring them back to as good as they look.
So you like to buy plants even if it's a little bit sick?
Yeah, that's right, and it's rewarding seeing it come back.
Exactly. So rehabilitating plants.
Yeah, and a lot of these you can see where they've broken out of the spider mite that I've bought them in, some more than others, some are really extreme.
There's a little fruit over there. Yay.
Yeah, I've got a little pile of, this is a very perfect plant, this one.
So is that true that basically we can eat the fruit?
Yeah, I have eaten the fruit. I've never eaten Lophophora because it's got supposedly psychedelic properties, and
Yeah, the alkaloids.
Yeah,
right?
and can make you quite ill as well. So we've never tried it. We did actually
No.
have somebody ask us, didn't we?
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten it? And it was like, no, we don't recommend that people eat it. We only use them for show.
Yeah.
They're too, in my opinion, they're too expensive to eat anyway.
Or only for ornamental reasons.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, like these Lovophoras that you have is, I can see that every single of them could tell a story,
Yeah.
which I'm going to ask from you. So let's start with this. So tell me about that.
So
Look at that, so
it's-
fluffy.
it's a diffuser, and to compare it to, say, one that's the size of a pound coin, this is what we're looking
How
at.
old is that?
This one is about two years, maybe 3 years.
That's 2 years old.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
old is her? How old is she?
I am not sure.
What do you think, guys? Put it in a comment.
Yeah.
Put it in a comment.
Yeah, see what you think.
I think. Okay, shall we bet 50
Do
years?
you reckon 50? I don't think it's as old as that. I reckon it's about maybe 15, 20.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Oh, I was going to go around the 20 mark.
Are you? Maybe it's 20 plus. Yeah.
Okay, guys, put
Yeah.
it in a comment.
Yeah, we'll
Put
see
it
what
in a comment.
This is the thing. If it's been pumped full of feed, it will have grown that big quite quickly.
Yeah.
I haven't given it any feed, and I've had it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So we've got some. Yeah, you see where it's grown out of that. I think it's spider mite again. But we've got a nice green crown emerging now.
Yeah. You guys can see over here as well. So, but it's amazing, guys. It's so fluffy.
When I saw it, I know I had to buy it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, like. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about this beauty here.
So this is my only.
Not for sale, guys. Not for sale.
This is my
okay?
only cristate Lophophora.
Look at that, guys.
I'm not.
This is insane.
It might be a little bit monstrose as well.
Well, that's yeah.
It's one or the other. As you can see, it's been spider mited again. You always get cheap plants if they've been spider mited.
It looks like like literally the Frankenstein small
Yeah,
stuff,
looks
right?
like a brain, doesn't
Yeah,
it? A bit.
yeah.
But when I saw that, I knew I had to have that one because that is my only cristate lof.
I mean, that would be a new cultivate the brain Lovophoria.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. You could do something with that. I'm
I
just
would.
saying.
The thing is, I'm a bit torn because I'd like to graft a piece off of it
Yes.
and give it a go.
Yes.
But anything I've grafted so
We're not
far,
successful.
no, we are not good at grafting.
Okay, not yet. Not yet.
Not
No.
yet. Yeah.
You guys working on it.
We
Yeah.
keep practicing,
Yeah,
yeah.
we are practicing, but
And we practice with lofts.
yeah, we have practiced with lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you win some, you lose some.
Oh, of course.
But it would be where do you? I'm not sure where I'd. Sorry, I'm not sure where I'd chop the bit off to graft because I don't
Yeah.
want to ruin the aesthetic.
Don't want to ruin the aesthetic as well. That like how is it growing? What about this one? So what's going on in here? So you guys can see this. So this is not grafting, right?
No, that's
Okay,
not. That's
so
not graft.
so what's happening here?
So I think that was again spider mite.
Spider mite.
Not in our collection because, like I say, I like to buy them
Yeah.
pre-spider mited and then grow them out, and that's exactly what it's doing. So from the central point of the crown, it's just grown and grown and grown. It was probably half that size, that new piece of growth.
And you guys can see that there's a little baby is growing over there, a little monstrous. So cute.
So it's just coming out of its previous damage that was caused, that it was on in its last collection.
And far as I remember, you have amazing story with this one here.
Yeah, so this was off of an old gentleman's collection. He was just trying to reduce his collection down.
Look at that, guys.
And I'm thinking about this is probably going to go in the next BCSS show because it's a really stunning plant. But
Look at the shape as well. It's a little bit like a heart. So if you guys want to vote for this one, just let you know. Curious Cacti. Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful.
No, it's a really stunning plant. I don't know how many heads are on it, but it's definitely my biggest because it's Lophophora williamsii capitosa.
Yeah.
Is what they're called when they pup.
So you inherited this or you bought this?
I bought this one.
And
It was
Can we-
it
can
was
we-
only
can we-
it was only 30 quid. So
30 quid. 30. 30. So you see, guys, you guys can get lucky and you guys can have
you
one
got
of
to be
these.
right place, right time.
Right place, right
'cause
time.
the guy knew what he was selling me, but I think because I'm a young collector, well, we're young collectors. I think he could appreciate that. We would appreciate the plant and grow it. on.
Yeah. So, guys, just let you know that basically, guys from Curious Cacti. How old are you guys?
We're 20.
20, yeah.
20 years old. They're doing this since 8 years. So it's amazing what they accomplished by now. So it's unbelievable. So I'm gonna keep showing to you guys. So okay, so what's going on down
So
there?
down below, we've got some seedlings. We've got some still. I don't know if there's actually going to be. It'll be sort of like the one that I picked up. There won't actually be any seedlings.
Oh, look at these Oreo carpuses.
Yeah. So behind we've got these are. I think I bought these as seedlings, and they really haven't grown very well.
Oh, this is amazing because please tell me how old is this?
So it's 5 years old, isn't it? And it's like absolutely tiny.
I mean, like, guys. Okay, so here is.
Oh, do you want another? So these are the same.
Yeah.
They're both
So
Scaphoideas.
so how old is the big one?
This one I think is about 5 years, maybe 5 to let's say 8. Let's say I think this is 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one needs to catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. But
This is the juice.
yeah,
This is the juice.
yeah. But I do find Areocarpus seedlings quite difficult to balance the watering out.
Okay.
Where you're not giving them too much that they perish, but you're giving them enough that they're not shriveling.
Okay.
I have a bit more success with the Lophophoras because these are my seedlings, and then we've got. I'll pull these ones out.
How old are they?
So these ones are 3 years. Yeah, these are 3 years old. So it's quite good. I quite like the growth rate on these compared to the Areocarpus, because the Areocarpus are considerably slower. I'm pulling my hair out with the care on the seedlings.
No, I totally understand that. So basically, Areocarpuses are quite complex to care
Very
about.
picky.
Very picky, as
yeah.
you said as well.
Yeah. But and then we also germinate from seed. Yeah, so these are baby Areocarpus.
Ooh, look at that, guys.
Yeah, these are tiny. How old are these ones? These are only. What does that make them? These are only 3
months?
3 months, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful growth. Just can you guys see that? That's the baby over there. That one over there. So cool.
Yeah, they're lovely. But again, they're slow growing. So it's like it's a Japanese hybrid. I'm not sure where it originated from, and I don't know how old that plant is. But we were just saying, weren't we, that although this is quite scaly and it's not dead, but it looks like it's on the way out.
Yeah.
If you have a look in, you can see that there is actually quite a lot of green in there.
Yes.
So it should grow out and hopefully be an even bigger, healthier plant when it actually decides to do so.
Look at that. Can you guys recognize this? This looks like from Star Wars. From the
the thing
third
that
one.
eats.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
remember the name
no,
of it.
I can't remember the name, but it looks like from Star Wars. It looks so sick. I love that. Look at that.
Yeah, they're all
So
Trigonus.
angry.
Trigonus.
And in their natural habitat, basically all you guys can see is just a couple of these, and basically it looks like a star. It's just coming out from the soil. So it's amazing.
But this is another one of the things I've learned, is that, see how this is all in molar clay. It's
Yes.
nearly pure molar clay. They
Okay.
don't grow very well in molar clay because the molar clay absorbs the water too fast.
Okay.
So then I switched to this. But this is the Scaphoideas that
Yeah.
we showed. Oh, sorry, no, it's
No.
Agavoides. Agavoides. This is much more gritty, but it's got more compost mixed in with it. John's
Okay.
number 2 is what we use, whereas that one just seems to
So
suck all the
people
water.
can buy this soil as well from you.
Yeah. So this is all the same cactus
All the
soil,
same cactus soil.
as well as what the tephro cactus is in.
Yeah.
Our soil mixes do vary based on what we can get hold of, but it's whatever we are using at the time. So it's always something that we are using ourselves. We
Yeah.
would never give it to customers if it's just
Yeah.
you know.
You guys can see that it's growing here, and you have a very rare situation here.
Yeah. So this is a Physoratus, but it's got 5 heads.
5
Yeah,
heads.
pull it out.
Thank you.
I've only ever seen one like it.
This is amazing. Look at that. Unbelievable.
I haven't
Look at that texture.
taken it out
So
of its pot.
before you guys saying that it's dead, no, it's not dead.
No, so the browning of the outer
Yeah.
outer areoles has only happened since we've had new growth
Yes.
on the crowns.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the outside is going to probably start to die
Exactly.
off.
Exactly.
or-
And then growing again and growing
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not on graph as far as I'm aware. It shouldn't be.
But it's
you can
amazing.
see the roots
Yeah.
in there, so I don't
Look.
think it is on graph.
Yeah. But it's amazing. Are you selling these?
So these are not for sale, but if you were to offer us
The right
a
price.
stupidly high price, yeah. 'cause- so
The right
So-
price can buy you anything.
Show me the money.
Was looking good, but I think I'm taking too long.
Back to the spot for a Glock. I took a loss over frost, but still got a knock.
So just come with a couple of hundreds, maybe thousands.
yeah, something
Yeah?
like that.
Something
yeah,
like that?
That's reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then
That's-
we can talk.
Yeah. Then yeah. So if you guys like one of these cactuses, don't waste their time. Just
Yeah.
bring your cash, bring your
right.
money.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk about those beautiful stars over there.
Yeah. We've you're lucky they weren't flowering a few weeks ago. We had a flower earlier in the year, and then they've broken out again, which is great because
Yeah.
it's just in time.
This is their
you.
second flower.
Yeah, for you guys to see. Yeah, some of the spines on these are really
Ooh,
gnarly.
what's going on
So
over
we've
there?
got a little seed pod in there.
Ooh, hello. Amazing.
Because we're going to start to offer seeds on the website, aren't we? From our plants. From
So as
our,
you can see, we're collecting some of our seeds
yeah,
just
so
round the
there
base
there
of the
is
plants.
there is a little.
Yeah, I
There's,
can see that.
That's so we
pod.
know where they come from as well.
Yeah, well, it's not you. You're organised. It's me. I end up leaving seeds out everywhere, and I always forget what.
Well, you guys are a good team, definitely.
Yeah.
Why? What's the coloration? What happened with that?
So we actually found this one on the floor in the nursery that we bought it.
Are you
from.
serious?
Yeah, it was on the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah, out of its pot.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and I took it to the owners and I said, look, how much do you want for this? And I think they said like 10 or 15 quid.
I can't believe that.
Because
I can't believe
they've
that.
got so many plants that they just wanted to get rid of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
But it's only purple at the bottom because of the stress.
Yes.
And I would imagine it's probably the stress of being on the floor didn't help. But
Yeah.
I've had it for nearly a year now, and it just shows that stress takes a hell of a long time to wear off.
Oh yeah.
So this new green here, it's probably grown about maybe half an inch-ish. So not very far at all.
So whenever we see this kind of thing that happens with our plants, the reason the coloration for the reason for it because it's the stress, right?
Yeah, that's right. So it's all stress related. It can either be, often it's too much sun is the reason for redding.
Yes.
And if it's too little, it will probably shrivel. But if it's too little sun and you're overwatering, they can rot very easily. So it's just like trying to tell the signs. You know, like when a person's sick, we look at their symptoms. It's looking at the plant symptoms. But if you ever buy a plant from us, we are more than happy. Well, like we said earlier, the aftercare is one of the biggest bits of our sales, because it's about caring for people once we've sold them the plant. You know, not just the plants. It's making sure that the people are happy with what they're doing and they understand how to care for their plants as well.
And it's very important. So imagine that, guys, that for example, one of your couples, just tell me one price for example, I don't know, pick one for the cauliflower.
Well, what? How much?
Yeah, just not from you, but from another nursery.
Oh well, there's one I found one for sale in the UK online, and it's smaller than that. It looks a bit better though. It's a bit
Yes.
more lush and green, but that was £450.
So imagine that, guys, £450 for one plant.
Yeah.
For one plant that is actually such a slow grower as well, and it's so picky. So it's such a complex plant as well.
So I know what you're doing.
And so we need to know what we're doing. So when we're spending that much money for a plant, obviously it's always good to have people like the guys from Curious Cacti, and they're going to help you out, guys, and they're going to give you not just the soil, but they're going to educate you guys. They're going to help you on the road how to care about them.
Yeah.
It's very, very important. And don't believe everything what you can find on Google, because
Yeah.
Google can be a little bit tricky,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's not always from people's experiences, and that's what you need. Is you need to listen to what people have the experiences they've had, rather than what it happens in nature or what somebody says who's like never grown it before, because that does happen. You know, people barge in that don't know what they're doing, and they think, oh yeah, we've got this all right. And sometimes we've been very lucky, because every older person that we've met has been very nice to us, but you do get the ones that think they know it all because of their age, and actually it's not. I'm not saying that we're young rebels and we know it all, but
Yeah,
we don't.
yes,
But
yes,
we've got a lot more experience than somebody who's 80 that's only been growing for 1 year.
Yes.
You know, so it's about listening to somebody you can trust.
Exactly, and as you guys can see, the guys are not joking here. So this collection, and this is just the second greenhouse. There's more. There's more. So I would highly recommend you guys not just check out Instagram, Facebook, or social media from the guys, or obviously the website, but speak with them. They're such a lovely people. So just take the phone, call them, and just ask the question.
Yeah.
All right, shall we go to?
Yeah.